Hey guys, it's Car Guy 11. I have a 2021 BMW X4M. Yes, the M version of the X4. I haven't been in one of these before, and you know, it's the coupe version of the X3, but very cool, very powerful. This is not the competition, but we're gonna go see how it is with the owner, so check it out. All right guys, getting in the X4M. This is the owner, Jay.
Hi everybody.
And yeah, so this is one of your newest purchases. You also have a Supra. So Jay also just bought a 2021 GR Supra, like mine, gray. Was that newer or this newer?
This is a month newer than the Supra.
Okay.
And then the M4 competition will be a couple months after this.
Okay, so we have a BMW fanboy on our hands.
Yeah.
It's funny, the gear shift you have to push right instead of down like in the Supra, but...
Oh, it's the same gearbox then.
Same gearbox, the ZF8 speed, so... And we're in comfort mode now?
You're in the most basic as it gets mode.
Okay.
You're in take your wife out on a Sunday evening to dinner mode.
All right. So we'll just start off to see how the suspension feels in the comfort setting. It's definitely a firm ride still with BMW. You'd probably get that, well, with the M cars anyway.
Yeah, it's a derivative of a magnetic suspension.
Oh yeah, the power comes on. I can feel the turbo surge, and I didn't even try. I was just doing light throttle there. And the gauges on the BMWs, the only thing I don't like is it has the reverse counterclockwise RPM. I guess you get used to it, but it's just a little odd to me seeing that. And it has the not round, the
it's like a C.
Yeah.
It's like a C shape. Yeah, you get used to it just like any other car after about an hour of driving it. Or you just look at the heads-up display, but you go into M mode, change the heads-up, it'll show you your RPM.
Oh, cool, because that's one thing missing on the Supra, the RPM gauge, and I would like shift lights as well. Yeah, I love the wing shape on the mirrors. BMW M cars do that so nicely. But yeah, the suspension is fine for every day, just a little bit firm.
Yeah, as you know from the Supra, you know, the BMW engines always make more torque than they do horsepower. You know, they're kind of cheeky with how they rated this car. Like they did, same thing that they did with the Supra and all their other cars. They seem to like to use their engine horsepower rating as kind of the rear wheels.
Absolutely. So I'll put it in M1. So we're in the sport now. Oh yeah. Definitely a little bit of lag off the line. Now this engine is not the B58 like it's in the Supra, it's an S58. So this has the actual twin turbocharged. And
twin scroll turbos, yeah. It's fast spooling.
This is 473 horsepower and 441 torque, I believe. And the comp is what? Just over 500.
503 horsepower,
yeah. So I'm sure you could, it's a tune away from having the comp numbers.
Yeah, but unfortunately with most 2021 BMWs, they have the locked PCM, so really the only options you have is like a JB4 at the moment.
This also weighs a lot more than the Supra, so this is about 4,500 pounds.
Correct. The only negating factor is you get all-wheel drive with this.
Right. But yeah, it moves. Oh, and I see in the M mode, yeah, you definitely have your RPM, beautiful RPM in the heads-up display. And the speedometer looks like it got bigger.
Yeah, it's what your driver would need to be track focused and just keep their eyes on the windshield and what's in front of them instead of looking at the gauges.
Yeah, it's fun. It moves. It's like a sports car SUV, and you know, in Pittsburgh area, we like to have our SUVs for winter. The snow and bad weather.
Well, I mean, what BMW's doing now with even their coupes and sedans, it's the first time ever they're putting XDrive in the M3 and M4 now.
Oh, right. Oh, and that's another cool thing. You can actually turn this in the settings to two-wheel drive mode. So you can do your drift mode and burnouts if you wish. So that's a super cool feature. And fun fact, I actually went to the assembly plant for the BMW X's in South Carolina earlier this season. So I have a video of that.
It just hugs the road when you're making even sharp turns too.
Yeah, these are huge 21-inch tires, 265 in the back, I think.
265 in the back, 255 in the front.
Okay.
Michelin Pilot Sport P4Ss.
Oh, nice. And those are probably the BMW spec version. They just came out with those, actually. Yeah, this thing definitely handles the corners well for being up high. It's a narrow 2-lane road here. Shifts great with the paddles. The steering is a little bit light still. I guess, is this the...
It's in Sport, not in Sport Plus.
Oh, okay. So
I have it. I don't have it set in there. You can move it. There are buttons that you can change right here at your fingertips down here.
Is the M2 the Sport?
The M2, I have everything just all the way up, but you have to manually shift it.
Okay, let's try the M2. So this would be heavier.
You have to push one more time to confirm. There you go. Now you have all your stability controls off now too.
Okay, I do feel the steering a little bit heavier now. That is cool. On the M cars, you have your M1 and M2 presets, so you can customize your driving experience.
Yeah, just when you have a setting where it turns DSC off, you gotta hit again to confirm.
Okay, gotcha. You could definitely feel the suspension firmer in this M2 setting, which is the track setting, I guess.
Now, yeah, everything's turned all the way up to Sport Plus.
Okay.
Which is BMW's top setting for everything. Which also carries over into the Supra, if you code it in.
Yeah. I got the Sport Plus on my Supra.
It stops good too, there's massive brakes on
Yeah, massive brakes on this thing, front and rear. Sounds pretty good. The piped in sounds better, I think, than the Supra. I have mine turned off in the Supra.
I haven't coded this car yet, so I haven't turned anything on or off yet with this car, but that's usually one of the first things it goes to.
Right.
For me, just because I'd rather hear the actual engine.
Now this doesn't do the crackles and pops like the Supra, huh?
Not that I found yet. No.
Okay. It's a fun daily. You got Practicality in the back, still plenty of room in the back. Even though that roof comes down, I still fit in the rear seat as well. I mean, it's tight, but I still have enough head and leg room to fit back there. And like I said, plenty of storage room in the hatch area. But yeah, all the controls look familiar, BMW, and even familiar to the Supra. You got your preset buttons here, touch sensitive, and nice big nav screen. Got some carbon fiber trim. That's probably an option.
It is. You know what's funny is when I spec'd out my M4, the carbon fiber was an option, but it wasn't one you had to pay for.
Oh, and the seats these are the sport seats?
These are the sport seats. They don't have like a BMW also has a competition seat.
Oh,
which
wow.
allows you to strap in and bolt in, but it's not available on these cars. It's only available on the cars.
Okay.
But yeah, this is the
sportiest seat
you can get for this car. Yeah.
Yeah, they're very supportive. They have good side bolstering. They have lumbar, so they're nice. Of course, you got your big panoramic sunroof.
There we go.
All right, launch control active. Yeah, it really kicks in over 4,000 RPM.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. Unfortunately, with the torque converter automatic, you can never spin the engine up to 4,000 RPM and launch it. You're limited by the torque converter. So those dual clutches is where you can really fire off a launch control, like that GT3 I reviewed. That's one thing with all-wheel drive, it just hooks. So that's pretty cool. But you definitely feel the top end power of this engine. It's not as much low end. In fact, I think the Supra has a ton, well, at least the 2020 Supra has the most amount of torque low end because it has that different turbo setup. I think it's a super fun daily for sure. And like I said, you get your all-wheel drive, you get your practicality. And oh, the fuel economy I should touch on, because I did see that the fuel economy, the normal fuel economy is only 16 miles per gallon combined, and that is a big difference from the B58 engine. And I guess it has to do with the twin turbos and just the tuning of it, but it is significantly less. I think the regular X4 probably gets in the low 20s combined. So you pay a penalty for the power, but it is fun. So
it's your fun tax.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't have your cake and eat it too. All right, Jay, thanks again for letting me review this awesome X4M. And definitely, guys, if you have a cool vehicle, definitely hit me up on Facebook or Instagram and let me know. We can make a very fun review video for you. But anyway, give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and check out past review videos on the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.